The whole idea is, I'm telling you what the shtick is. They want to, and they succeeded. They want to create any criticism of the Israeli war, and they have married it with anti-Semitism. So they want to muddy the water. If you say the word Israel, you have to turn around. And if you say it, you might lose your your green card, or you might get deported, or your student visa, or if you're naturalized citizen, they might come for you. You understand? This is the whole thing. They want to create this idea of if you criticize a foreign government, you are criticizing Jews in America, and it has the two things have nothing to do with water. It's like water and oil. We should have the right to criticize it. You see, the whole idea is you could say anything about America. You could go out and burn the American flag, and nothing will happen to you. But God forbid, if you say something about Israel, it's over. You understand? This is not right. And I mean, let them go. I don't know how far they're going to get away with this shit. I'm going to sit here and just watch.
You know,
yeah, you got the claps. These are 80. They clap at anything. There's an applause sign.
Defending the right to argue and paranoia are part of the Jewish values that I was raised with, okay? And I think Judaism has, the Jewish values that I was raised with are about tolerance and inclusivity and compassion and a respect for human rights and respect for the environment and respect for the essential oneness of humanity. And none of those things are exhibited by throwing anti-Israel protesters out of the country, okay? And that's not what I think Judaism stands for. But you don't have to be a Jew to be for human rights. And when people cross the line into violence or harassment, that's a different story. But that's a straw man. We're not talking about that.
No, as always, I think there's a reasonable compromise, and it always exists. I think the right has to admit that you can't disappear people for their beliefs, and the left has to admit that some beliefs are virulent, that all beliefs are not the same. If you're pro-Hamas, you're for Sharia law. Sharia law.
Here we go, Sharia law. He's gonna throw all the boogeyman shit. Oh, Sharia. This is all the witches' brew, they call it.
Is not just different than our way of government, it's worse.
Anyway, the Hamas, whatever, they're fighting in Israel. They're not fighting the United States. They haven't attacked that. As a matter of fact, Israel has killed more Americans than the terrorist group Hamas.
You're wanting to put women in burqas.
Here you go with the women in burqas.
They're not.
But who gets to decide what's the harmful speech? Is it Marco Rubio? Who do you trust?
I'm on your side of this. This was just my compromise. The left doesn't admit that.